Green Search Limited introduces Headhunter Chronicles, Episode 8. What should you pay attention to during an interview with a headhunter? Reference to the previous episode, switching to another headhunter. A good HR partner should not necessarily be replaced at all cost. That's not the objective. However, many people stick to a partner only because they're used to them. In this case, our suggestion is that you should try a different partner for one search. You may be surprised to find that a new headhunter's services are more accurate and faster. What should you pay attention to during an interview with a headhunter? The most important point is, once you've accepted the invitation to meet with a headhunter, you should be open and maintain a positive attitude towards the interview. We've often experienced that candidates give ironic answers when they're asked deep questions, or they arrive to the interview with a defensive attitude, like a hedgehog. The reason is always the same. I'm not the one who wants to change. I've been approached. This is a fair point, but it doesn't mean that you should be inconsiderate. The objective of the first interviews with the headhunter is to find out as much as possible about the candidate. Therefore, they ask a lot of detailed questions in order to have a clear image of the candidate. The objective is not to be nitpicky. The headhunter simply wants to have a thorough understanding of the candidate's roles and responsibilities, to find out about the specific skills only the candidate has. And last but not least, they ask the candidate how they imagine their future employer and what tasks they'd like to do. The overall objective is to ensure that the collaboration between the client and the candidate would be long-lasting. The day before the interview, think through what you intend to say about yourself and make sure that you'll be able to present it in a well-structured, logical way. Talk about the companies where you've worked, focusing on details such as their size, profile, head count in their local branch, the organogram, and where your position is in it. It's very surprising when somebody cannot give answers for questions about the company they work for. It's also important to have a clear idea of what the candidate can make decisions about and where they can make only suggestions about, what the job description and their targets were when they were hired, and how much of these they've managed to reach. You shouldn't worry about mentioning stories that didn't turn out to be successful, as they can be interpreted in a positive way, showing that you can learn from your mistakes. You should also prepare for the typical HR questions that come up during the interview, such as your strengths, areas that need improvement, your ideal workplace, colleagues, managers, motivation, reasons for change, and success stories. To be continued. Our next topic is, what should you pay attention to during an interview with the potential employer?